Haley, the first time I heard about you, I was sitting on the floor, probably petting Bear, our precious dog. And Brian was telling the family and I about this girl who loved sports, school, her family, and she loved Jesus. You sounded too good to be true, but I didn't know the half of it.
Joe, when I got back to my apartment after our first date, I told my roommates that you were just too good to be true. I had no idea how you were still single. You were hands down the most handsome man I'd ever seen. And I could tell you had a heart for Jesus after our multiple-hour conversation in the Bass Pro Shoe aisle. I remember asking myself how in the world I got so lucky to even get to go on a date with you.
After spending some time together, it wasn't long before I knew I loved you. What's not to love? You were a farm girl raised by hardworking, supportive parents. You grew up chasing your dad out the door to feed calves. You grew up with your big sister being your best friend and role model, just like me with my brother. You learned that hard work and discipline make the journey sweeter than the finish, and apparently you were introduced to coffee at a young age.
True.
No wonder you turned out so good.
After our Bass Pro date, it didn't take long for me to realize that you were someone I could spend forever with. Though it was an unexplainable feeling that I had never experienced before, my heart was at peace when I thought of a future with you. I knew that the only reason why our paths crossed was because God had something special up his sleeve for us. I couldn't help but fall in love with you because you were everything I'd ever prayed my future husband would be.
These last few years, we have shared uncertainty in our futures with what we'll do, where we'll live, and of course, if we'll survive exam weeks. We prayed together that through it all, God would continue to strengthen us individually and in our relationship. We experienced God's faithfulness when, against all odds, we were both led to the University of Missouri to continue schooling, when we were led to Carr's Church, where men and women have helped us to recognize the beauty of a church community and who have worked to prepare us for our marriage. Through it all, I have been amazed by your faith, resilience, patience, and kindness.
Fast forward 3.5 years, and I'm without words when I think about you and our relationship. I thought you were an incredible man back then, and I think even more highly of you now. I have loved watching God continually work in your life and form you into the man he has called you to be. When I look at you, I see the person I want to spend forever with. You draw me closer to Jesus, and your infectious love for him makes me want to be the best follower of Christ that I can be.
Even though it's tempting to want to look to a future where we're no longer chronic students, I promise to be a student for the rest of my life. I will go to Jesus, our loving, patient, and wise teacher, to learn how to serve you and love you best on this temporary journey of ours on earth. I will fill your coffee cup before my own, but more importantly, I will support you every day as the Lord fills your cup. I know that I will not be what makes your life successful, joyful, or fulfilling, but I promise to support your relationship with the one who does. I love you and I always will, Joe.
I know that you're going to be a great husband because of your godly leadership, generous heart, patient personality, and gentle spirit. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I'm so thankful that God placed you in my life. You are way beyond what I deserve. Since the summer of 2014, I have only had eyes and a heart for you, and I promise to keep it that way until the day that I go to be with Jesus. I promise to submit to your leadership in our home and to always give you the love and respect you need. I promise to always have a fresh pot of coffee made with a supply of vanilla creamer in the fridge. And I promise to always make you feel like you are valued and appreciated because you're the most important person in my life. Lastly, I promise to pray for you every day and to be your helper for life. I cannot wait to grow closer to Christ and closer together through marriage, and I'm excited that it all gets to start from here on out. I'm most looking forward to never having to say goodbye to you at the end of the night, and I'm looking forward to waking up to those beautiful green eyes, huge biceps, and manly chin every morning. I love you to the moon and back.
I wanted to sing a song here for Haley, and I kind of always knew ever since I was a little boy I was going to sing for my bride at our wedding. And the reason for that is because my dad sang for my mom at theirs, and I just think the world of them. And so, Haley, this song is for you, but I also wanted to pay homage to our wonderful parents that we've been so blessed to have. I feel like I'm falling. I'm seriously falling hard for you. Yeah, forever's a long time, but far from enough time to spend with you. I will always be there. I will always be